There's defense. Taking a lot of death in here. Sexy has caused, 6 minutes of extra cap time at this
Quite
point.
a bit of time, yeah.
And so dangerous because it's gonna give the VS
Focusing on C point, we're not going to be seeing too many results.
They're talking about us in the stream right now.
Even though the TR are up
S3X1?
in population for this
yeah,
next.
I sent you a poke a minute ago. Talking about they're talking about the armor column now. They're talking about how we're defending Quartz Ridge.
How many sexy we got online?
Oh, well, that's nice.
Our armor column?
It's looking like around 33.
30-man fight on each
There's
side.
so many
Are
of
you
us
kidding me?
250 people.
that, like,
33
That's in C
people
area.
caused this problem.
Do you mean over by Meow?
Maybe. It was a couple minutes ago.
I don't know how long they're going to be able to
Yeah, it
hold
was
that point,
probably
though. I'm
the
looking at
Meow
the
area.
stats here. I'm seeing a lot more deaths happening right now than kills. Surpassing even Kitty right now on that
Yeah, I'm
point.
in the
If they are in there
shop
holding
channel
that,
for
they're
the
bleeding really
commentators
hard.
stream right now.
Look on what's going
Anything
on. I'm seeing
interesting?
Kraken.
Giving them stats occasionally.
Got implications right there.
Yeah, they're just talking about us because they saw a lot of us.
Their hold on C-point is tenuous at best right now. They got people pouring in on the other side of the building, but they're definitely spread out and they're not strong on point right now.
Excellent.
Look at that. TR just took it back.
Who's coming in here? We got
High roller.
Almeida. Yeah, definitely got some slugs tags in here.
You know what I see? I see NSVS, the last people in here.
Unless you have good support.
Sexy making a different play now. They pulled some stuff to the north that, I apologize, I didn't see. And there's a chance that they're going to be able to...
Yeah, they're
Oh,
flipping
that bus
back.
is already getting hit. They tried, but they
TR,
didn't pop
yeah.
the enemy buses over here, yep.
This is great work from TR. I mean, you kept a lot of population. It cost a lot of population to sit them at Quartz
Yeah, we're
Ridge,
just getting
but
zerged.
I think you could say
I
that
blame
they had
Selects
the
for this.
appropriate amount of people here because the response, I mean, it was down to the wire. So I think that's good
Superb.
splitting. Though they had a shitload more than the VS for the first 5 minutes.
Alright guys, we need to fall
Could
back
they have
to
put them
Meow
to better
Tech
use
Plant.
elsewhere? Maybe. Quartz Ridge is a pretty big base to get. Now what's up?
Oh, it's a solid cap.
I mean, yes, 31%. What do you think?
Rally up inside the spawn room.
Now,
Bring out the
if I was
lashers.
Sexy, I'd be like, we gotta save this tech plant. I'd want that buffer zone
Rally up inside the spawn room.
southeast gate. What do you see?
Mad gas.
Yeah, that definitely needs to be a stopping point.
Rally up
VS
on me.
Pop and see quite a bit.
We're gonna
100%.
charge across this bridge
This many
here
people on
at
it, a lot of
Alpha
people.
Waypoint.
At the same
And
time, the
10
TR
seconds.
their
Lashers,
population
you're
has
gonna lead the
climbed,
charge.
actually, a
5
little bit
seconds.
since this all started.
We need to kill that
So
lightning.
they're going to be pushing unadulterated on the VS unless they get stopped.
Hey, I'm gonna go pull Thunder.
Alright.
Definitely
out,
should
let's
keep
go.
That tank plant, though. I'd be setting up defensive tank mines, whatever, proximities all over it.
I mean, do you think...
Push,
a tech-
man,
what
push.
is a tech plant worth? I mean, obviously, this is their last tech plant. So if VS loses tech plant, lose
Alright,
access to
Thunder's up. I'm
main
away.
battle tanks. What is that worth?
I see
Well,
it.
the mag rider is worth a lot. I mean, you got Indar here, open fields, huge hills. You'd be doing mag rider magic all over the mountains. No, you don't really get a
Outstanding.
place that has better spots to angle up and hit air quite as often. It's going to be a huge blow for the VS if they lose. the
Alright,
tank plant.
rally up inside the spawn room. We are not going to go through the
Double
bridge.
kill.
I'll
Oh, we
probably
got
kill that
Sandy up.
population here for the
Alright.
night, honestly. I'll think
Use the
you'll see
Sunday.
people quitting off of VS just because they know how crappy it's going to be.
To Alpha
You
Waypoint
see
from
this,
the
you see a lot
spawn
of
room.
Sexy reacting to this tech plant because I think whoever is running the Sexy platoon is running in
Push in,
exactly
push
how we're
in.
talking about. They know that they have to get that buffer zone for that tech plant.
Yep.
Maybe this was just a fight that was easy to get at.
Yeah, but at the same time, you got to think they're fighting a losing battle, and then this northern lattice on Indar really sucks to defend for alerts because you're so open.
Close
so
save, nice.
if they don't somehow get some,
Building.
Alright, I need a
these
lot of
people,
salt
I
to
mean,
take
what do
that
you
out.
think? Should they stay at east gate, even with this amount of VS, this amount of vehicle pressure. Are these guys?
No, they don't.
Hey,
They
guys.
should just ditch it. They have some nanites invested, but there's not a lot here.
Not much.
Like a
Alright, they
cloaker
gotta have
bus
a
and few
Sunday
tanks,
around
that's
platoon
it. And
waypoint.
CSGs
That's our
pull off
next
and try
target.
something more important.
I agree, and you know they're
Tanks are still flying around.
the only interesting thing is in 1 minute they're
Yep,
gonna have
platoon
pressure
waypoint
on
marks
southeast
to lib.
and
I mean, this Sunday. Oh.
southwest. This Brig laboratory cap.
It might get a three-way at Galaxy Solar.
Yeah, it looks like a team at the Haka Southern Post. You see that?
Something's going on right there. We got PS population, the amp station.
Too late. Missed it. Apologies.
Aren't you in my squad? Alright, guys. I want us to fall back. Rally up at platoon
The guests are
waypoint.
setting up
I
Sundays
want
inside the amp station.
Mag Riders, battle Sundays.
Yeah, but not only are they defending, they're have more populace at the amp station.
Just
I'm not
lost
sure
Briggs
that's gonna
left.
be.
It doesn't look too organized to me. There's one or two pieces of armor and some loose TR over here at Dhaka Southern. That's just gonna be some skirmishes going back and forth.
There's a, like you said, a huge powder keg in the middle of this three-way. The question is, is there anything
I
worth
killed
looking at yet?
Sunder.
See where the NC go with their armor. North or south?
Got some pink here.
Again, platoon waypoint. Rally up.
A lot of VS moving up on Briggs.
I
a lot
want
of
battle
buses, a lot of
Sundays
cloaker
and Mag
buses.
Riders. Some anti-air would be good too.
Some Powelled over here.
Again, fall back to Mal
Running
Tech
lightnings.
Plant, platoon waypoint. We are not advancing to abandoned in S. Let's go, platoon waypoint.
Got Foxhound. How many Foxhound are on right now? FX HD. In some trouble.
About 12. About 12 members on.
This huge
Are
amount
they
of
still
TR
watching
here.
us?
Jesus, Vash, that thing looks
No,
like
they're
a
over at
UFO.
The
Gal
VS
Solar.
are just stuck in their point at Galaxy Solar.
Yeah, that Zerg is definitely moving on to Mount Southwest Gate now.
How many
Setting
people's
up
watching
buses
that
and armor,
stream?
destroying turrets. It's got some
Right.
80k in here, some Powelled,
Renuse is at Mal Southwest.
lots of randoms.
Well, it looks like VS didn't push much to abandon NS. I think that's wise.
Alright.
Because, you know, that would. How they got
Yeah.
to Southwest.
It's kind of a tough cap if there's a huge amount of population in nearby Hex. They do have Mag Riders. You can get up on those mountains really easily.
Hey, I shot at something.
Alright, guys. We are
Got a-
heading
you see a
out
good
for
fight. I mean,
platoon
Solo's
waypoint.
alright. I think that, honestly,
Let's head out.
pressure.
Expect armor.
42% TR and attack, they can't even get in the base. They do have the force multipliers, sort of the opposite situation that they found themselves earlier, right? They
Yeah,
have- they
Vanguard,
don't have
right
the
to our left.
vehicles, but
Immediately
they have
to our
a
left.
point.
Well, they have a flanking spawn up here for the solar panels, which is basically holding back that armor column. Get a bunch
Alright,
of dudes
engage
spawning in
that
on the right
armor.
side. It's VS Sunday and a TRG Sunday right next to each
Make
other.
room for those Mag Riders to push up.
They're not
They
fighting
can
each other
engage
at all.
that
They're
armor.
both just deployed. Intent.
Repair Sundays, stay right behind those Mag Riders. Let's
Yeah,
go.
you know, I'm not loving this NC.
Buy
or
out for
this
tank
TR
mines.
Pack here. I mean, it's sloppy.
Alright, they're getting a Sunday deployed at Alpha Waypoint. We're going to
Got
need
a
to
whole lot of
eliminate it.
people in
2
vehicles.
Sundays out in the open, engage them.
Especially these Viper K guys. So, like, what are you guys doing right now?
They're just going too slow.
Focus fire no Sundays, take them out, and then the infantry mop them up.
They're just sitting back.
Watch out for the tank mines.
Farming. I mean, those Fury shots are
Behind us on the hill.
just on a corner. Like, they're just farming for kills. They're not actually completing any kind of hex
Alright.
objective. They're not destroying spawns. They're not weakening the
Keep pushing
opposition
up.
in any way. They're just killing people who are respawning over and over infinitely.
I agree with that.
Keep sweeping around the base. They got more Sundays. I see at least 3. Keep sweeping around the base with
Probably
mag
don't even wanna
riders.
contain the point, right? Like, the people that are outside on this left flank of the A.
Tank mines right in front of me. Watch out.
Because they're not
Tank mines right in
controlling.
front of me.
All you guys are doing is helping to corral the VS into where they should be anyway.
And look
One
at,
more.
look on the
Hold
roof
up.
here, above point. If VS still owns this, they can easily throw some stuff down on top of these Sunnies and blow them up. Game over on those Sunnies right there.
So we have an.
We have NC.
What the
Keep
fuck?
sweeping around the base.
Drop
Destroy
in or
that
something here
armor.
on the roof. DPSO.
Gosh, Banu Ancestry's been on Connery a long time, hasn't it?
Been there quite a while, yeah. I don't see a really strong counterattack coming from the NC or just a max on a few medics.
Yeah, you know, for how much blood and time and tears they spent to get this situation.
Alright, guys.
I mean,
Platoon waypoint.
But we do have
Marks
mag
their
riders on the outside
Sunday.
who's working
I need
around the
everyone
base,
to
destroying
focus on
spawns.
that.
let's see who's. That's a good
But
play.
mag
It's like a
riders don't
DPSO
get
platoon
too close
here at
to
least.
the
DPSO armor,
platoon
DPSO
waypoint.
infantry.
Otherwise, you're prime targets for C4 ferries.
Yes.
Flashers, let's spam them
Natu.
out.
Seen them around quite a bit lately.
No worries.
Spam the
So,
tower.
I gotta
Definitely.
say, this is a pretty good Sunder. They hacked out a Sunder and then pulled it into a tower. You gotta give Drunk Division. I think HMD is that Drunk Division.
Yeah.
Gotta give them props for a good attack style. I think this is the proper attack, but just didn't do it.
And with those lashers and those HE pieces of armor shooting in that staircase, they're not going to get anywhere anytime soon. That's going to get farmed for the next 10 minutes.
And yeah, I mean, do you think these people will be staying here?
No, they're going to get
40%,
bumped
so
here.
there is, you know, somewhere between 48 and 100 people for the NC. Here.
Oh, look at this. We got a tech plant cap going by TR. 1 minute to cap on the NC TR front.
Jesus.
This is exciting. Let's go look at this.
Man, I need to again. Apologize.
Speaking of tech plants, can the NC afford to lose their vanguards? And who is this?
Alright.
Seen a lot of armor outside the tech plant over here. It's actually getting blown up pretty quickly too. I see Kraken rockets,
They're down at towers now.
and there's a. Yep,
Okay.
there's Solex in the tech plant here.
I
Looks like
see
at least
that.
2
30
squads.
seconds remaining. That's funny.
We got TRG. This is clean. Not
Alright.
backdoor.
Got Sundies in
Rally
the
up
bay,
with the-
CIK Sundies in the bay.
Got this.
Alright, if
and
you got
This is
tanks,
definitely a solid hold.
I want you to drive them to Alpha
Too little, too
Waypoint.
late.
I want all the
looks like
infantry to
maybe
rally up
either
at the
there was a lot
warp
of
gate,
discipline
load up
by
inside
your
galaxies.
TR, or there was actually
If
some
you're a gunner for
resistance at
a
the
Sunday,
SU.
I want you
Why
to
didn't they
redeploy
take
to
the
the
SU?
warp gate. Gunners for mag riders, go ahead and stay in.
It's looking like at the 50, they were 50-50 pop for quite a while there. And when I just spied that a minute ago, it was still 50-50 pop. And then here in the last 30 seconds,
got
it went
time
back up
for
to 60
one more
TR.
assault.
So people just
I want
decide
to
not
hit
to care.
another
They
TR
just give up.
base.
I mean,
NC
that's
just
some
left it.
victory points. That's the NC's tech, and they didn't get the VS tech. That's a giant play for the TR.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, and they cut off some territory right there too. They cut off a whole platoon at Torch Depot.
Mercenaries
guys-
capped it, so they must have been, you know, some part of this. So good on them.
Definitely. A lot of high-end mercenaries here on the leaderboard.
Adiabat, are you okay with Delta
Good
League?
stuff. They
Or, I
probably
mean,
started the
Alpha
cap there.
Bravo?
I'm
For a
communicating
mission
with
to
my-
pilot a galaxy.
On the board,
Okay.
that's a lot of points.
Yeah, I'm communicating with my
I mean, I
squad
think
and squad chat.
somebody was
Following
just.
right along with you. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh,
I'm afraid of,
look
like,
at this though.
brute
Torch recycling is going
but I'm
down.
up for it.
So Torch
Exit
tech
again.
will be cut off. This will be interesting. See what happens.
Alright, everyone that's on
Unless they can
foot,
take the point back at Torch recycling.
We got 3
I'm a
galaxies
Solex
here at the
gal
warp
drop,
gate. Load
LOL
up.
Blades,
I have
also a member
heard
of
that if
Recursion.
you drop from a galaxy, you don't take fall damage. Is this true?
Big Solex drop right
It
on
is
time.
true.
Look at the timing of
Just
Solex.
don't try to walk or move
There
or
is
anything.
no
Just
waste,
let yourself
and
drop and
that's
you'll
where you
survive.
want to be.
Thank you. I didn't
Try to
know.
These
steer
players
yourself too
get
much,
into
you can
the
actually
next
die.
fight the second the other
Unless
one
you're
is
super high.
concluded.
Killing spree.
Oh, that was
Alright,
risky though.
platoon
I mean,
waypoint marks
like,
to
they
drop
float
zone.
over the next space. I'll give them that, but at the same time, that was almost an act of futility.
What
you
we
know,
are going
like,
to
there's
do
a lot of people
is
on point
lock
holding
down that
point.
building
There's a
at
lot of
platoon
vehicles in there.
waypoint. From there, we should be able to
knew they were
keep
gonna
a
die,
flat
and
bars. We are
they
heading
still
to
did it
Indar
because
Comaray.
they're playing.
Let's go
They're
ahead
playing to
and
try to
move
save
out.
that base. They're not here just playing to kill stuff like we've seen earlier. That was good. Unfortunately, they're all dead.
Oh, this Sunday just needs to get moved a little bit. Come on, guys. Can't let. I mean,
A lot of NCR pushing up on the tech plant too on the main road right there.
this is a bad situation for everyone involved.
No, I think that the doesn't look like
We've
that.
seen this situation before. What is a Renuse?
Alright, so we
Solex
have
to solve
1
this?
minute to get to
Just
platoon
throw a few
waypoint and
empty
get the
buses
point
through,
flipped.
and then put a real bus
We
through, and
cannot
train deployed
afford
on
to
the other
lose
side.
the cap point for a moment.
Impede if you can. EMPs
Do
are
not
overpowered
go
right now,
down
but
the
use them while you still
stairs.
got 'em.
Stay either at the top of the stairs where A
I'm
point
Look
is,
at all that
or
TR or that NC coming out of that horse.
on
Yeah,
top of the building.
96 plus, so at least 100 plus the
Excellent.
33%
On that roof
96.
area.
So, this is a 1.5 to 1 at very least relationship. Where did
Huge
all these
amount of
NC come from, and why didn't they come earlier? Probably the same
Excellent.
reason that observer camera wasn't there earlier.
We
They
have
didn't see
scat
it.
maxes shooting at galaxies down here. This is magical. It's just a wave of death. Like, that's all it is. It's just a meat wave of death from the NC right here, just hitting the tech plant. And if
No,
you
I
look at
agree.
the map here, it's
Bomb
ridiculous.
bacon is down.
Nothing but red dots everywhere.
Sad part is, I don't really see this going well for NC. I think, like, if you got Solex dropping on point,
You guys got to live off
and you
the
extended
southwest.
that tech plant, you're gonna
Well-
have a Solex cutting off your lattice.
Well, one of the things you got to think about is how we're going to save the tech plant. And okay, we got a huge amount of pop coming from the south, but we have no adjacency. It's cut off, so where are we going next? And you look at the population on Torch Depot. That's probably what they're going for now.
Right, and at Towerage Depot, that's good, I guess, but it also means that these NC are going to be heavily outpopped soon.
A lot of fucking
Incoming air swarm.
Yeah, and
Stay
they have
in the
2
building.
minutes and 30 seconds to cap. They're not going to have time to take the tech plant before that cap goes through. So all of that stuff at Torch Depot is going to come down and wipe out whatever's down here. That's going to be
Alright,
pretty solid.
we're gonna have to get back on A.
And coming in from the side of the tech plant with the TR hard spawn down there for the tech plant. It's going to be a pretty devastating blow. Like, NC just totally lost this tech plant, even if they throw in 200 plus players down here.
Superb.
So Max coming upstairs.
And world population is looking
Right,
to have
they
evened out a
just
little bit
threw
more.
2 to
There's 32%
more than
PS,
double pop on
36%
us.
TR, 31% NC.
just arrived.
All these
don't
NC
have a
titles,
problem.
it's a
Max?
fight that doesn't even matter
Uh,
because of these
Let's make
guys
sure we
right
get
here.
So far for
Maxes,
this alert, we had
slashers,
10,000 kills,
medics,
2,000 vehicle
engineers on
kills,
C point.
100
mark that
facility
with
events, and
platoon waypoint. Let's lock
272
that down.
experience games.
I have a phone call, so I'll be
a lot of stuff going on right now.
This guy, for
yeah,
the
I'll be
NC,
on phone.
Savage,
The NC are
just killed like
committing.
oh my god, this dude killed like 4 guys.
Who is it?
It
Give
was
me
a
his
Savage.
name.
I don't have it.
Okay, Savage.
I mean,
I think they're
oh,
a
yeah,
rising
keyboard.
star. Honestly, they're doing
Bet
pretty well
you
for themselves.
Venamat, or wait, it's gotta be Guzzler, I think, G-U-Z.
Oh yeah, that's definitely got some. Okay, well, I can tell you this from experience. You can count on
He
some
wanted to chase us.
interesting Savage plays if they are running a squad right now. They're going to be doing some interesting things. So hopefully we can see some
Yes,
sort
sir.
of maneuver or pop or back cap from them. Did fix that, it looked like. On the
You know
target support.
what I really liked about the Merc is that, you see them in an air squad, right? And then you saw squads of them on the point. Like, they're not scared. They're not just playing one-sided planet side. They're playing combined arms, whatever works. They're not just...
Does the
not
continent
just
still lock
air
at the end of the
knights,
alert?
and they're
I haven't
not
been
just
around. That's what I thought.
You get
heavy
VP
side
victory points for it.
special people.
Yeah,
Having
that's a good point out right there. I mean,
Give the
they're
Rucks another
definitely
VPs, but
very
winning
well
another
rounded
game.
and they're very well experienced. There's a lot of good experienced players in that outfit, so they know
That's what I thought.
that it's valuable to have a combined arms effect over committing one way or the other, which
Did
you know has
see,
its
guys?
pros and cons. Because if you're
See,
strong
guys.
infantry, you can hold a point well, but at the same time, if you have no air support or armor support, then you're
See
not
it.
going to last too long in there.
No, I think this is just a stale fight on Tart. I don't see them making any progress. I'm gonna check out Aka Southern because I think something's brewing up there. What do you? If
Oh,
you
what's
see
going on
something,
right
let me know. Looks like TR's about to
Need to get
push it.
Charlie.
Look at that.
They're out pop quite a bit.
Solex on.
2, 1.
What's going on here? When the alert ended. Oh yeah, Solex
Okay,
Galaxy's
we've got
running into
two
each other.
squads of Solex trying to get on point here.
Son
And-
of a bitch.
IVI Sunday being a hero. There's so many mag riders up here. What are you
Those
doing?
motherfuckers.
You are one brave Sunday, and he starts shooting
I
this
never
mag
witnessed
rider.
shit.
Just that's great.
Oh, they're gonna
Alerts
lose
don't
that
really
Sunday. That
matter
thing's
that
going
much.
down.
No,
Solex
don't
on the
walk out
roof,
anymore.
just trying to punish.
Lol.
I'm gonna ask, why were these VS on
Continent
the
doesn't
first
look
place?
super
Like,
locked
what
down.
pissed
I
them
know.
off?
I'm not too sure here, but they were definitely
they
set up
only
before. They had a
points,
Sundays
victories.
deployed, they had
So
armor
locked.
pulled.
And so I want
There's
to. Was
munitions
this
on
the
point.
second time they did this, or like, why were their VS on point?
I think they got pushed from Indarcom and they just naturally. It looks like NVS was down here and they set up a defense.
I found mine.
FPSK members. Yeah, I'm gonna say that NVS was at Indarcom, and then they knew that they were coming down the lattice, so they set some stuff up in preparation for defense. So it wasn't just a recover point and be defensive about taking the point back. It was let's be proactive and make sure that we have stuff killing people outside of point before we get there. That was good on them.
Nice, they got the lip or
Oh,
the
it's
galaxy,
clear we got
whatever
some
that was.
Solex squad play going on, trying to get this point, but
I don't. There's not enough support here. I think it's gonna peter out. There's not
exactly.
enough squad spawns. There's not enough Sundays. I see a Valkyrie, but
Kill the
he
mag with
he
a
doesn't have
Valk.
anyone in it. Yeah,
Working.
it's not gonna happen. That requires like that right there is you need a break point. You need to put some EMPs in there, a conch, and then throw a max in the building and like get all your bodies in there. That's not a casual. That's just
Watch out.
go cap point, guys. Have fun. That's
Got
done
some
at Dog
interesting.
Southern.
It looks like we got a fight here at Hydroponics. Because
Air, Valkyries.
TR have point,
Okay.
but there's VS very
I'm-
close to point. Is
I'm gonna say it again. I mean, there's Solex people here. Okay, these people are moving really fast, so just expect to see them a lot. I'm gonna stop calling them out, but they are moving across the entire map
Yeah, but east wing
without
is
being
facing
hindered
what
by these
direction?
huge zergs that are happening on the extreme north and south lattices.
so
Here, we just are
Good.
miles
It's a
break
good
down
play
what
right there.
happened here. The VS had point, and the looks like defensive Valk drops, defensive Gal drops, and a little max crash just saved Ceres Hydroponics at the minute mark.
Yep, pretty solid.
This game's like that freaking birthday candle.
You get like more than
throw it
6 or
in
7 people doing the same thing at once, and you're gonna get good effect.
You know, I wish this wasn't on Endar because there's just not a lot small group of players can do. Would you agree with that?
Max on
Hey, let's
B.
get more people
No, I
pushing
definitely
into B,
agree.
yeah?
Because if you're not doing a point hold, or
It was
a
good.
very
Lucky
specific
Avenger.
kind of armor operation or air, you're not doing anything. You're in a big, massive ball of population. And
And
let's
you
check
know-
out courts.
Hurts.
That main Sunday at court just got destroyed.
People say it's because we're sick of Endar, and I really don't agree with that because a fight's a fight. I think it's because the self-correct nature of the map, combined with just how impossible it is for outfit to.
Let's keep pushing.
Make a
Go to C.
difference.
Go to C.
Okay, I'm
Follow
gonna throw this
platoon
name out there again, Merc. I'm still seeing them in the air. I'm guessing that they're running some sort of air squadron dedicated for Endar right now. Lots of gals. We just had a who is
So
this?
that they can shoot
I
them?
just did a gal drop on Quartz Ridge on one of the points.
I mean, if we're not gonna go on that ridge and shoot them, they're just gonna keep
I think that was Merc and
destroying them as fast as we
friends.
drive them up.
This is awful.
You can't take the
AWFL.
space without
The
taking
air's
the ridge.
fucking us up.
So, I mean, that's
Air
a big
and,
play.
well,
Whoever
the
just got me
gatekeepers
back,
and 3
it's
prowlers
a
on
big
the
play.
ridge next to
They're
us.
stopping
That
the
too.
bleeding.
Still at the same time, that's
Is
a good spot on
absolutely
the
Merc.
rooftop.
Is absolutely Merc. And this is something I see from them on live, is the defensive gal drops. Now, sometimes defensive gal drop can be sort of wasteful to take people off, putting pressure on the base to get them in the warp gate, and then
I'm not hearing
drop.
you
But
talking.
I think in this case it was successful.
Yeah, with those new
Pink is
redeploy
saying
mechanics,
okay.
you want to really stress having your squad spawns
Well,
in
sort
a
of
hex that's not
AFK.
contested. That's not by warp gate. You don't need to go back to warp gate anymore, guys. Like,
ever to put your
if you're ever going back to warp gate to get your squad together, then you're going way too freaking slow. You just grab your assets, tell them what you want. If you want a max pull, tell them where you're picking them up.
Terrible voice.
Push that stuff to the closest lattice that's not contested, and then push that squad asset up.
2 or 3 people.
Oh,
from
you know, I'm
every
gonna call
squad
this
get a
for
Sunday,
TR.
get up.
Welcome to the outfit. There's no spawns.
They got popped.
There's
Find
no
the next
organized
thing.
resistance.
Nah, never mind. Platoon
Go
waypoint is
Lex
Quartz
again
Ridge.
on that.
Go there.
I mean, I'm trying to find something interesting. Late.
We got NC are heavily overpopping towards tech, but not on point yet. They're attacking Red Ridge Comm as well.
Pink, if you could type in
My
the
humble
chat
opinion is a waste of
what
time
you
until they get
want
the
us
tech
to
point
do.
back.
No, I mean, somebody's gotta fix this at some point, right?
The TR are pushing on the NC on both lattices, Galaxy Solar,
Use it as a honey pot.
defending seabed.
Place Sunders on the other side.
TR pretty well off against VS right now. It's looking like stalemate at the crown. Nothing interesting there. The
NC
Tards tech
all
plan is
over this
embarrassing.
place.
It is embarrassing. I'm sorry. That is just too many people with no effect.
What you're looking at is some sort of organized open platoon. You got TRG, you got Merc, and they're just holding the point.
So
A savage gal drop, so that's good. They're and brothers in Christ, B and C, and totally just spotting all these people.
So one of the prevailing things I've seen so far is air. I mean, you have these 2 or 3 outfits right now that have air forces up that are around galaxies so quickly and dropping in a consolidated manner and like having good effect and then going elsewhere, fixing an issue and moving along. And NC finally got this point, huh?
2-1.
The other way.
And they are all over that. There's too many NC here now. This is this is interesting. I think there's at least a platoon on point. Just standing there,
So,
shooting the walls.
I mean, is this doable? Like, is this going... Okay, you got your head, Renuse. Who are you calling? Towerage Tech. 68% NC. Got a platoon on the point.
If you did this, you'd have to be a very quick and brutal balcony drop. It would be with EMPs and maxes, and you would drop on the balcony, EMP balcony, secure that, get that overhead fire on, and then push your maxes to the point while EMPing the point and conking far on the stairs, so you can slow anything that comes up. And then you push through, kill all the bodies, it's the resist grenades, you know, the zombies are coming, set up on the balcony, get get your position set up, and then go for a hold, and you'd have to hack out terminals, but the terminals are destroyed here.
We're getting farmed.
So you'd be SOL on having a spawn inside the tech plant, and that ultimately would end, I think, against this population not very well, unless you got a bunch of the spawns taken out.
I agree. I mean, just the amount of people you're going to need. I think that it's best to match the population earlier so that you're not in a dire situation to start the map with. Like, if my outfit was given the task to solve this, it would be very difficult. I would just wait. I would be like,
Yep.
we need to drop a few guys on...
I just saw Reltor.
I think we're going to... TR do have air, and once again, look at the combined armor. They're on the ground, they're in the air. I wonder, is there any sort of organization to that? Or just...
PR cap
about
going
my
on
KD,
Galaxy
man?
Solar overpopped. That's kind of abnormal. Yeah, no, I agree. It would be a tough target to break, and that is kind of like the line you draw right there between skill and like bodies. You know, like there's so much stuff in there. I don't know if I can kill it all to get to the point quick enough. It's just too much. It's down here.
Solex is once again here, and you know that's I think what these. Oh god.
What?
Anyone
They're
wanna-
struggling
Shot
right
from
now. What's
across
going on
the
here?
entire fucking map that goes straight to
Oh,
me?
they barely
yeah,
just
that's a
lost it at
gatekeeper,
the
that's right.
15 seconds.
You got some
All
future
of these
crew
bodies.
here, rough VS, like, and this is what I think elite outfits or whatever bring to the table is that they can do things like try to fight overpopped, and that's exactly what they. I mean, what does
Yeah,
that do
and
to the lattice having a 3-minute wait before they can push hydroponics? Does that
It
help?
stops it. Yeah, well, I mean, for an alert, that would buy a lot of time, but we're not looking at time now.
No,
It
I
just
won't,
prevents
because I
a
don't
good push.
expect you to back into me.
There's these guys here that are gonna be waiting and wasting their time for a lattice push. But yeah, I do agree with that skilled outfits approach, because if you get, you know, so many good people in one hex, they're gonna kind of like mitigate each other. And if you get kind of just, you know, like casual player group and they're focusing on a point, but they can't really get it back because some fancy mid game player on point doing his Orion farm or his MSWR farm, then it's going to be a lot harder to get in there. Want to get those, you know, like rough VS coming in here, knowing he can quad ping somebody coming around a corner really quickly. But then at the same time, if you get the raw body power of like 2 or 3 maxes up a staircase at once, it's different levels of play you got to think about.
How stale is this map right now? Like, this is the
What's going on,
stalest.
Esmir or Hassan? Oh, Hassan's open and it's completely dead.
Yep. I mean, there's
beautiful.
one fight going on at Gurney Dam, but it's not much of a fight. I mean, yeah, it's dead. So I
Well,
don't see any opportunity to do anything.
something going on at Dhaka Southern. It's a small fight.
There's a galaxy above us.
The tech plant is sucking a lot of population up. I'm not seeing any really dedicated NC forces anywhere else. Besides, they're all
Keep
at
Alpha
fucking.
and Bravo in
Sorry, my English.
the
They're all at
A
Targe
building
Tech
tower.
Plant. The entirety of the
Lancers.
NC is at
Then
Targe
let's
Tech
keep
Plant
a
right now,
squad
almost,
each on
except for
C and
the
B.
Palisade and a little bit at the Crown. That has got to be an interesting fight.
Who is this on point?
Who's
Your
going in
TR.
there?
Worth it for me to spot one of these guys?
Let me come down there.
Oh,
I'm
we got
coming.
a rough VS sighting with a death here. Oh, it is ECL. ECL. I mean, this is a big play. What kind of pop they're fighting?
Oh, we got. I'll let you guess whose galaxies are on the balcony right now too. Oh my
I'm
god.
guessing it's Solex. I mean, that's the thing. I feel like as a platoon leader, you see what other people are doing and you play off of it. You know, like,
There are infiltrators in the tower.
are they going to be in time though?
I don't know. That balcony push is looking
Where?
like it's withering a little bit. They are pushing point though. We got 3
Oh,
bodies,
Alpha Sunday down.
5 bodies
Not
on
only-
point. Yep, they're flipping it.
I think this is a win for TR. 3 times the population. Move 3 times the population back. I mean, it's a little easier to move on the
Excellent.
defensive. And they
They-
cost a minute on this.
The SCU is destroyed and they have no spawns here. The terminals are not up. They have to pull a
We
spawn
can
here
get
to
some
keep
light
us. If they
assaults.
don't, then
There
they're.
are a few people on
Oh,
top
they're
of the
repairing the
tower
terminals.
building.
There's the Sundays. Okay. Let's look
Where you
outside.
at?
Let's see what's going
Towers?
on outside.
Good.
We got a lot of NC pouring in now. There's literally a line of NC coming in bottom double doors.
Must be talking about the tech plant.
Yeah, Targe Tech.
Funny,
Sorry.
just had an NC light assault drop in on us.
Still got a decent amount of NC armor out here, but it's a lot less than it was before. Mostly buses, it looks like, and we got a mixing of TR armor coming out. And that terminal, this TR terminal,
Outstanding.
has been hacked and is now pushing out NC
Hey,
armor.
look, Pink is putting beacon.
Excellent.
It's not good.
Pink is putting down waypoints for us. We've got.
And medics. That's my opinion.
I'll tell them that. They need to get good.
This calls for dual vortexes.
Well, NC do have quite a bit of stuff out here, but Vanguard
Where's
can
the
only
medic?
do so much on the tech plant.
Here's, we got tech plant. We got medic. Is it Solex? It is. Good.
That's what she said.
Okay,
Hell yeah.
Start
On
bagging
the
on.
double door. On the double door. That's what you said.
Oh man. So when you're in a tech plant like this, what are your main worries, Sayl?
Let's
Like what
make sure
what are you
Headshots
looking at
has a
to
mag
counter
gunner
against
on
here?
his mag.
The number
Where are you
one
telling the
thing
guys to go?
that you need to address is Sundays in the bays. Like, that is the most important thing to address, because it's like NC had this until this Sunder here. Like, I bet you this was the reason, because it gives you a 5-second spawn and you're closer to the point than they are. So it's like, you see, when we're doing tech plants, we
platoon.
pull a whole lot of
Who's it?
Falcon
Wait.
Maxes, because
Hold on.
like, people think they're sneaky pulling Sundays. It's like, we knew you were going to do that. Like, everybody
You should shoot
should
them
be
with the
addressing
Liberator.
that problem more than anything else. Like, you're not going to lose to the max crash as much as you're going to lose to defensive Sundays in the bays. What do you think?
No, I agree that when you have a tech plant like this, the Sundays are a priority. It doesn't matter if you're dropping in to defend or if you're dropping in to, you know, counterattack, like take the point back. You have to get rid of the Sundays regardless of whose they are.
I
Outstanding.
think this is a huge
And-
win for TR. Like, how big of a fight did we just miss here? Because I wasn't on this. This was
Well,
excellent.
it's 96 plus both ways. TR slightly outpopped, but NC pushed back to Targe. So it looks like there was a back half during that time.
You see, like, multiple. Here's Patty Fathead, probably the platoon lead of Merc. You have
Headshot.
Solex Sunders. Like,
Sustaining
everybody knew what the
force.
play was. Pull
Yeah, yeah.
defensive Sunders. And with deploy shield, they're so hard to kill. But the question is,
Savage.
how did they kill the vehicles all around Targe? How did they get rid of the vanguards?
They just wore them down. They had no support. The vanguards are all center. They're basically surrounded right now. They're by a banana building SCU. There's one NC Sunday pumping out dudes, but he is vulnerable from so many
Excellent.
angles.
Been getting the fucking AA guns.
There's another Sunday by the generator. They're barely holding onto these Sundays right now. And TR pumping out armor on the back end from the tech plant. So yeah, I mean, you see, what you're seeing
Hey,
here is
come on,
not like
platoon,
one
let's go.
outfit
Everyone
doing something
get
great.
heavies.
It's multiple outfits working off
Get
each other. They
armor.
recognize
Let's
these
push out and
issues,
clean
these
up
small
platoon
squads, these
waypoint.
few people. And you're seeing on NC2, you see Savage, you see, you know,
They have a
Saz,
hell of
you
a
see,
nest over there.
like smaller groups, like
You
trying to do
drop all
one-ups
that
to
shit
do
right there.
things.
Come on, let's
But
form
when
up
you
and
get
fucking
all
form
of
up-
those groups
form up
together
in
into one hex where you know it's
spawn
kind of
room right
a,
now.
it's a
Everybody,
deciding
form
factor
up
to
in
work
spawn
together
room.
and get the fight done. And you're seeing
First
back
one,
caps, you're seeing Sunday pops, you're
repair
seeing them
Sundays.
pull
We're using
facilitating
Sundays.
spawns to get defensive deployments.
Yeah, I am.
You're seeing
Full
like
armor from
air
Corman.
squads running in and then redeploys across the map.
Well, I mean,
And when you get so many that
we're
on
doing
one
this as a
faction or in
different
like
cheap
one hex, it's just gonna win. Like you're done.
It's whatever.
There's not, you can't really fight against 12 different people working against you in your one tactic. Just the meta game is squad play.
Okay, come on,
You
who's
do your
forming
squad
up?
play, and
Come
if
on,
you get
come
a lot
on.
of good squad leaders squad playing off of each other, then you're gonna win the fight.
I got one, Max.
The
Where
armor
are
is
my heavies?
clueless right here.
down.
They're shooting each other in the back while they're trying to back up and they're smoking.
Right,
I
just
think
push
that's
out, push
doubly
out.
important for
Let's
Service
go.
Smash because of the 12-man limit. You have to have good squad play because that's all there's
Yeah,
gonna be. There's,
wait for it.
like
Yeah.
your outfit doesn't fight like my outfit, and our outfit
Killing
doesn't fight like
spree.
other outfits. And so if you have these different styles of combat, like why not just use everybody for their strength? You're gonna have a different way to go about a base, and
Cautious
if
practitioner.
one
It's ready to
squad's
shift
working
it
with
to the
another,
top up there by the,
and those might overlap.
On the roof
The
again.
crown is getting attacked right now for some ungodly reason.
Yep,
Is
they're on
that
the roof.
worth looking at?
Let me get the lighter assault off
I
the
don't
roof.
know, but it's happening. Another thing is,
Sustaining
you're seeing
force.
Sexy too. I want to throw them out here. They're good. You get, and you can see it at a certain level. You can see like a rally or a
Where to,
push for
Pink?
something, and you know that's like one person directing a group, and you see it get done really quickly. But at the same time, there's not like a lot of depth there. You got to make sure you have your spawns up. You got to make sure you're facilitating getting rid of the enemy spawns so they can't counter you. Like it's more than one counterplay. It's like chess. There's maneuvers across the whole board, and there's multiple pieces. It's not just like you could do one thing and win. You could try to crutch population, but if you lose all your spawns and you can't get them up, and you all die slowly, you're not going to benefit in any way.
They gave up.
Alright,
Superb.
platoon, in the lack of greater orders,
So we have
are
a
gonna
hold
push
here
again for
on-
Indar X. Let's pull lots of Sundies.
NSVS,
Get them deployed
perfect.
around the base.
This
and then
time
push
on the crown
into
is 2
C
minutes.
Point up there.
It would be worried if I was NC.
Alright, I'm back. Platoon waypoint is updated for the warp gate. Let's go ahead and get rallied up.
Down here. I mean, it's a great position to be,
Praise
but
pink.
this is an aggressive position.
Sorry
Where are we?
about that.
Why don't we just grab Indoor Com?
Connery.
Headshot.
So, and where's the Sunday? And where's the
I tell ya, that's a good-
where's the Maxes? Do that. Got a Max. We've got no Sunders, and they
Hey.
have.
This is good positioning, okay? I mean, that's like 60% of the game right there is positioning.
Anyone
You
wants
got these
the
guys on the
dual Vortex
rooftops
Max
with their LMGs
ride?
and their little, you know, their little attitudes right there. They're ready to get some stuff going.
Accuracy.
But they're not on point. They're just here.
They'll turn your
That's
flash
kill
into
power
an
to point.
anti-tank
That's
flash.
not security to point. You know what I mean? You got like
Well,
2 guys on
I'm
point.
saying
down here.
Therum's out of place. I'm not saying NSVS out of place. I mean, you see that they're guarding.
Okay, where's
the...
Therum? Where is
Therum
he?
was
Jumping
up
on the rocks?
right next to the spawn.
Oh, he's right next. Okay, no, that's, you know, he takes out his knife and his pistol and he goes to town. Maybe. Or he gets rocketed in the face.
I mean, his spawn is safe. So I mean, could you argue that he
Can
can?
you
He,
guys
has,
hear me?
he can afford to do that every cadence of his spawn.
Yeah, well, like 2 minutes. I mean, about a minute and a half, 2 minutes. You get to this and you think, is it better to sit on point and not do anything while there's people coming out of the spawn room, or is it better to camp the spawn room and then fight back towards the point? You know what I mean? Like, how are you using your people? Is it good to do that, or like, what kind of approach do you have? What kind of positions do you have? He could be of the mentality that he's keeping them at bay.
Whatever orders you were
Top
giving
play.
in platoon
there's
never
Panda
really
and a
made
Max.
it.
I mean, look at this. So this is good, and you
Half our
hear it
platoon's
too. You
going
can
the
hear
wrong
it. You
way.
can hear the gunfire, and you can see how spread out they are. When they're spread out and there's disciplined gunfire like that, you know you're having good effect on something. And
Okay, so
we
here
have
go.
Merc
We got a
dropping in on
Max
point.
crash. So let's see if Beacon Land is gonna hold.
Oh, we have galaxies coming in. What's happening here?
Oh, are they gonna
PR
get it?
galaxies.
Look at that res grenade.
Oh my
Res
gosh.
grenade. Oh my god.
Oh.
NSVS. You just did it.
So,
I mean, and as not no
Er-
Sunder, can you take a base without a Sunday? What kind of pop they just did it on? They were out popped.
I would just
Hey,
like to
little
point out that
Don't wait
Solix
for
did
Pig, just
fail
go,
at
just go.
capping that back,
Aw.
but they had just
Rally
gotten
up
here in
at the warp
galaxies.
gate. Sorry
They
about
had
that.
one 2 or 3
My
VS
internet
lips.
timed out for a moment.
So that was
Those few
I
that made it
think
to
Solely,
indoor comm
give and
and
take.
helped
That's
with that.
continuous
Thank you.
both ways. You come in and there's air superiority by VS with your squad spawns, and they get wiped out. At the same time,
Looks like
what
half
you
our
were putting
guys
out
are
here, they had
heading
no
to the
hard
village,
spawns. They barely had that point.
Again, let's rally up
didn't-
at platoon
And I mean, how
waypoint
silly
at the
would it
warp
have
gate.
felt if they just spent
Everyone-
the
I
extra
want
time.
everyone
I mean,
rallying
they were here
up
for 2
here.
minutes. You can't send a guy back to go get yourself a hard spawn.
Yeah.
But they had maxes, which means that they spent the time to build a
I'll give you
squad in
guys
that
about
galaxy
1 minute
throughout.
to
So,
get
this
here.
was the whole team.
Yeah, that was definitely a squad right there. I don't know. I mean, you can. To me, that right there is
Hey,
like
is
it's
PlanetSide
both ways. I
interesting
mean,
or
both
no?
parties screwed up a little bit right there. That was a learn and move on right there.
Define
But it was a
interesting.
cap, I mean,
As
they
in
did cap
good
it,
fight?
although it was very, very close. They
pretty
had
good.
like one body capping it back, and most of them were dead on point there. It was interesting, fun to
Like
watch.
Farmtastic?
I got
Chance
20
to keep
kills
my
in 1 life.
Good cap though. It's a
Within
good,
like
good base to take.
Maybe in the area
That was
though.
excellent.
20,
That's
30
run back.
seconds.
All the way.
It's my favorite part of Planet
sure,
Side. Just
yeah.
watching
Alright. I'll still be
No
down
one's
in the other
really
channel
skinny
though.
back.
small groups of people defeat larger groups.
It's the only way we burn any calories in this game.
You can't just look at this from a population standpoint. I mean, outfits make a difference. If,
Alright.
NSVS, from platoon leader standpoint, when all you have is a map, and you see like 50-50, you think it's okay. But when that 50 is an outfit, that's going to be, teamwork is OP.
I completely agree. Teamwork's where it's at here.
Oh, you seen any good fights? I mean, I see the West Highlands, but
I don't know if I made
they're gonna
myself clear, but I'm pretty sure I
be
said
going on
warp
for a
gate.
while. I mean, I think this spawn is just terrible.
Nah,
I
you
mean,
said warp gate.
here's the defensive spawn.
Oh. Silly me.
Here's the aggressive spawn. Here's the defensive spawn, and like so the fight's gonna be around here because this is the XY intercept. They can't
Goodbye,
go around.
Charlie Squad.
It's not like you murdered
Spawn
him.
shields. So this guy, the problem right here is that this needs to be the primary Sunday. So right now they're getting a 5-second spawn on this crappy Sunday. We need to remove this Sunder, a 5-second spawn to be on this Sunder, which isn't, you know, great either, but certainly better. They need to control
By
this,
the way, Pink, I hope you don't mind me trying to backseat lead when you're AFK.
They don't. They just pull a bunch of lightnings and end
Appreciate
this fight.
that.
Yeah, but look at that population right now.
Alright,
That is
we are heading
overwhelming
out for
population.
TI alloys.
They can get that
Platoon
in the
waypoint
base.
is updated.
96. Yes, right there.
If you're
Where
full,
are
take
they?
off.
I think that's the thing is that NSVS created this lane, like there was a stale lane, and now there's an opening. All this population just surges through because of that opening created by a small squad.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you often see that a lot. You see that, you see an attack happening, and it's a solid attack with a solid hold, and then all of a sudden you see a bunch of forces that consolidate on
If you
that
guys
and then
need an
continue to
invite
push that
to the
lane. So there's a little bit of an
platoon,
after
just put
effect
out one in
even of
alpha
having
chat.
a good squad hold or a good, you know, attack going where it's 50-50 and it just grows.
Did you just
and
try
then
to
it becomes its own
crash?
monster. I'm
He
seeing
crashed
some
it
dark
to me.
Sundays down
I
here,
mean,
some Realtor guys.
I mean, that was hilarious.
I know that
I was
Horn,
just
one of
flying
their outfit leaders,
straight
is in
to
a
platoon
boot camp.
waypoint. He decided to run into me.
So hopefully he's doing well.
We've got an open platoon here that now doing a 50-50 hold on
Everything
tower to
seems
tower. You
funnier
got something
when you're
better?
flying in a Valkyrie.
Let's see. Pouch
So if I
recycling.
TK'd you
I don't know
while
what's
you're
going
in
on with the
a
timer
Valkyrie,
there.
you'd
Something's
think
happening
that's
there.
absolutely hilarious.
That tower definitely looks nice. A lot of population down here by the NCMTR though. That's kind of a lot of chaos. Not to mention how
squad
it's
leads, don't
affecting
forget
people's
to get your bacon
PCs
up.
and if they've restarted or not, you know. I know that some people down here are probably feeling the lag pretty hard.
NC have vehicle support here, but those spawns try and get on this point.
Stay
Tech
inside
plant
a
staring
point
at
building.
them.
Keep it locked
I don't
down.
Those vanguards, I think, are the only thing really keeping much of this back here. Strong vanguards and good Sunday deployments.
Brave infill.
No.
Oh, you're
Their mines down. Get some
I'm
tech
seeing
mines down so we
a lot
can
of munitions set up on
stop their max crash.
Targe Tower. I like that. Bring some claimers down your back doors and
smell
stuff.
Therum on TI alloys. Get out.
Grand Skull, you may want to back up a bit from
I've
that
seen Patro
doorway
around
so you
quite a
don't
bit too in a
get
tank.
farmed by C4.
Mag Rider earlier.
Sexy.
Ooh, sexy. Seeing a lot of Hammered tonight too.
Wondering who's running this
Sorry,
platoon.
I'm an engineer.
We'll find out.
I'll revive you with my decimator.
I'm gonna grab a scythe, whoever else just spawned one.
The Dummin Ritter Sunder. So this is the only hard spawn that these guys have here.
Headshot.
So,
Full maxes, guys. We need maxes inside.
since the stream has started, we've had 22,000 deaths, 154
where?
experience,
You don't need an axes.
4,000
I see that
vehicles.
you lost
From the
the
Sunder.
point.
I mean, where was the medics? Where was the squad play?
Alright.
I mean, why are those people dying to like an infiltrator with a PDW shooting at like 20 meters?
Hey, that's a max. That's the effective kill range right there, man.
Alright, we lost
It
to
is not.
Sunday.
Here you go.
Hey,
Go ahead and
hit 5
fly
for
out.
days, bro. You want to talk about PW?
48 meters, they're dying. I mean, what's the TDK on that? Someone grab the calculator. The TDK on a PDW shooting you, even in the head, 48 meters is going to be several seconds. Duck in, put your shields back, chug a med kit. You know,
You can see the bullets coming at you. That's how bad it is.
yeah, it's like, you know, what excuse is there besides, you know, poor performing
Defense right there.
too quick?
We did see. I will give it to NVS here. We had a bunch of burster mags down here in the rocks. TI always trying to counter the air that was killing their Sunday. So that was nice, but it just wasn't enough. Just not quite enough, you know.
High roller.
Alright.
I don't think
Impressive.
the NC are going to be getting that tech plant back anytime soon tonight.
Well, see a really stale
Tell you what.
content, even still. There was some breakthrough towards the bio.
I think the only reason we're getting some decent fights right now is because
We're
of the
gonna go
amount of.
support Quartz Ridge.
Well, it's
Platoon
it's fight
waypoint
night, so
is
people can go their
updated.
way to die heroically on a point. But at the same time, there's so much exchanges going on at these bases that are traditionally just they're hard to cap. Like it's difficult. There's vehicle spam. You know, you can never keep your Sundays up. So you're just getting a bunch of redeploys or shifts across the entire front. That's what you're getting. You're just getting defensive fights. You're getting, you know, defensive drops or recoveries on points. You're not getting like a lot of really great armor commitments or anything.
Yeah, thank you for that heads
It's
up.
all very just quick and dirty. Get them off point.
You should
So
still
their
get some
Sundays and go to our
Sundays,
next
man.
base and hold what we got. There's not a lot of pushing.
Yeah, and you know, you look at the map and it's like, so imagine we're all robots. You know, how much of the map
people to
is
be
supposed to
bringing
be for the
Sundays up
north,
to Quartz
the
Ridge.
west, and
We're
the
going to
east.
want to get at least a
And
half a
it's
dozen
not that
deployed
off.
around here.
If you look at the populations, you know, TR have a little too
Currently
much,
don't have
especially,
any
like,
good
having
spawns.
coverage, just predictable. Not a lot that you can do.
They were not impressed with our attack on TI alloys.
Let me know if you see any good fights here.
That's
make
not
play.
surprising.
There's a spawn over here near the walls.
Well, they did mass pop us.
And they say that Solex isn't a Zerg.
So I think
but
you know, they had a lot of momentum off that NSVS cap of Indar Comm, and now it's hitting first hard points, I believe, which is this ridge between Altum and West Highlands.
Hello, hello?
Yeah.
Hello.
Already got a Merc platoon leader here, Patty Fathead. So I'm guessing that this is going to be a bloodbath of a defense.
Let's see what they got set up here. They got some vehicles getting pushed up. And they have AV turrets.
Alright, there's an enemy Sunday right next to A point.
Come on over here.
We're gonna need to eliminate it.
Oh wow, there's a Sunday up in the mountains
Invite
on the
me.
opposite side. So the road goes up towards Aladium, right? There's all these AV turrets at the butt ends of these pieces of armor and mag riders that are moving up the road.
Okay, yeah, we got it. Is that? It looks like.
Why do they want to know?
We
They're
see
seeing us everywhere.
Viper K.
They
Lots
want
of
to call
Solex.
out leaders and like.
I mean,
Yeah,
that's,
it just
kind
looks
of
like a
praise and emphasize the
Merc
leadership.
bus. Yep.
Hmm.
Yeah, and yeah, it's
That's
like
fun.
I don't know who's platoon leading for whatever this is, but this is gonna crush that Zerg. Now let's pop. So
Funny that
VS is overpopped here. I mean, just from
they
if you
can't
look at the two
figure out who it
hexes,
is.
VS has more, but they can't push because of the platoon leading of whatever's going on here on TR.
Headshot.
I saw Patty Fathead, so I mean, I don't know about you, Renuse, but when I see certain people, I know things are gonna go down.
Yeah, I agree.
Like when I see yourself, you know, you see Patty Fathead, you see Lurking Darkness, you see Borealis, Therum.
Sayl.
Alright, we still could get a couple more
we
Sundays
get
up
it. So
here.
you see the
I
prominent
want us
leadership.
to get Maxes, Lashers,
Hey, there's
Engineers, and
gonna be
Medics
some
set up
special
at
things happening.
Platoon Waypoint. Alpha Squad, I want you
agree.
to secure A.
And look, I mean,
Sunday
the
near
VS
Airport.
is losing heart here. Their population just dropped for World Pop. The
Also-
Zerg completely died right here, and it died screaming with a bunch of vehicles just doing nothing on that road. And there's no more momentum here. Like, this force is so slow. There's Sundays grinding,
Alright.
trying to
I
drive
need
over
a
lightnings
volunteer
over
for
here.
Delta Lead.
They're crashing each other. No, putting your own
Is
bad
anyone
word there.
interested in
They're
Delta
so
Lead?
slow. Even if there was somebody on point over
God
here
said
at
it wants it.
Aladdin Broadcast Hub trying to hold it,
Guts
they
SS isn't that hard?
they would have no
Just
reinforcements.
things
There's
funny.
nothing happening.
Oh, Guts wants it?
They would probably be wiped already. There's nothing like that Zerg that had consolidated on the
Did
MBS
Guts
group
want
had
it?
just
I haven't heard him.
it came over here,
I
capped
might
this
have
with
misheard.
overpopulation, pushed too many vehicles and
Guts,
annex to
did
matter,
you speak up
did
for
nothing
wanting
with it,
Delta Lead?
and they didn't even get halfway up the hill to another cap. Like that point hold pretty
Is he
much broke
talking right
this
now?
lattice up to this point, and now it's not going anywhere.
Yes,
Interesting
but
thing about
I don't. Oh,
I'll
there
do
we
it.
go.
By the way, that
I got
Sunday that
something
was
here.
to the south of 8 point.
Oh,
Outstanding.
NSVS
Yeah.
up to no good.
Alright, I need
It's one.
Bravo and Delta squad getting on C.
Oh, I
Lock
see a
that
Galaxy
down.
coming in.
Oh,
Tag.
another Sunday at
He's
Alpha
low and slow.
waypoint.
And he just died
they
to
got,
tanks.
They got Sundays.
We get an engineer,
Look at
eh?
this. So NSVS is pushing on NS material storage. And it, you know,
And
if
what
you're
squad
seeing,
are you
I think
in,
this is
Guts?
exactly what makes outfits, organized
Delta.
outfits so good, is their ability
he's
to
in
sort of take a stale map
Yeah.
and do something special. And you,
I was
you
trying to
can't
figure
even
out what
do that
squad
with
you were
numbers
in.
because it's too slow.
Oh,
like,
Delta.
Yeah, I
bunch
got
of
it.
players that aren't organized are going to be slow moving. You agree with that, Renuse?
My Sunday
No, I
got
definitely
nailed.
agree. You gotta
I'll
get
go
somebody
pull
to
another
tell you
one.
to buckle down and redeploy or go here and hurry the hell up, because otherwise you're just
Jar Jar?
gonna be. It's gonna be like tank sim, like you're
Didn't
just
see
driving
it
the
in
car
here
up a
till now.
road, and you get blown up, and you're like, yeah, that was my
I'm not
fun
gonna
side
be
for the
on
day.
for
How
too
exciting!
long.
Or you can be doing
worries.
quick redeploys, drops, and shifts
Alright.
on the map. And
Bravo
fixing
and
things
Delta
and actually winning
squad.
fights
I
that
want you
matter.
anchored on.
I think there's a
Let-
great
Anchor
cap,
yourselves on
material storage
C
by
point.
NSVS. I mean,
Keep it
out
locked
pop,
down.
their vehicles
Alpha
spawn
squad.
toward tenuous position.
Anchor yourselves
I mean,
on C
had
point
this
as well.
lasted,
Actually, I
if
want you
this
to
were a minute
resecure
longer,
B.
This wouldn't have happened.
Looks like B point's
and
going
look at
down, so
this.
Alpha squad, you head out for
On
B.
West Highlands, we now have TR on point.
Bravo
There's
and Delta, you
at
keep
least
C
12 or
point
15
ours.
PS vehicles on the road here. They just got wiped.
Browser
The
boss.
leaderboard says Merc and Sulks once again. So the TR are actually trying to get momentum in that Zerg now.
Pick it up.
It's the tides have been turned.
Alright, looks like
They are
B
now being
point
pushed
is
back.
secured.
So Renuse, you know, we're seeing the same names. You know, the same
Alright,
names making
bacon
plays.
down,
And,
Alpha.
you know, I don't think it's streamer bias. I mean, you're seeing the fights I'm seeing.
Alright, Alpha squad.
Yeah, no, I go to
head
these
back
places.
to
And I
C.
see other tags, but I'm not seeing them in the abundance.
So how we're going to do this
Or like
is C
the-
point's
the,
pretty
like,
much our
the Wolfpack mentality that you're seeing
home
these
base.
tags
We're
are
all
shoving
going
out
to
right now.
camp here and keep this locked
my
down.
question is,
If
why
A
is that?
or B
Like,
point goes down, Alpha
why is
squad,
there such
it's
a
your mission to go resecure.
stratification
Bravo and
of
Delta,
players
your sole
who
mission
are
is C point.
move fast and move organized, and players that move slow? What's
Oh.
Renuse's take on that?
I think there's a few things that go into it. One,
I have a
it's
volunteer
fight
for
night, you know,
Charlie squad
and
lead.
as hard as it is for the
Guys, I
staff
need repairs on
to
Charlie right
get
now.
people to know about it,
I
there's
need
a lot of player
repairs
base
on
that still
Charlie
is
point
not
right
connected
now.
with that. So I don't know if,
If you have any
they're
defenses
aware
like
that they're
turrets,
supposed to be
set
trying
it down.
harder.
We're
Quote
gonna
unquote.
need it.
Another thing is these outfits have like
Yeah, get your turret set
there's a
up.
meta to the game, you know, like whether we know it or not. It's there already. It's not like you
Mutually
need a
assured
Watch the
resource
stairs
revamp.
in
It's
the
not
doorway.
you need to have new vehicles or you need to complain to
don't
the devs
stand
more
in
about what
those.
you need in a video game that's
Stand back
already here.
from the doorway so
You
we
need
can
to
shoot out.
practice good teamwork and squad play, and that's what's been the most effective thing here, hands down, for all of these alerts and fights. It's effective squad play, and then you throw in some skilled player base and people who are willing to listen and go.
Hey Green, do you
Makes
want
magic happen.
Charlie lead?
Don't you think squad play
Sure.
has been eroded? I mean,
I appreciate
let's
that,
talk about
thank you.
the first thing was
Slight flank around to the
the
north.
So
spawn
watch Galaxy.
letting people spawn in 5 seconds. So it used to be, you know, like 20-second spawns.
8
Now
point
it's
flipping.
5-second spawns. It's a lot harder to do 3-to-1, 4-to-1, and then
Alright.
you have max
Stay
crashes, nanite resources made it so that's more of a viable strategy to just spam maxes.
Watch
And
out, they're
now
coming for
you
C
have
through the back door.
grenades that go through walls, and hopefully it'll be fixed one day, but it hasn't been fixed for a long time. How are you supposed to create a choke with less players?
I'm going to work on balancing
and
out squads.
Punish positioning.
Green, when you get the chance, open up your squad for public recruitment.
Well, it's a tough one. I mean, I don't know about your guys, but my guys
Outstanding.
generally run the EMP shield most of the time now
Double
because
kill.
it's such an issue. You know, you suffer abilities, you suffer with your ability to stay alive, even like stay up in the fight, and that's the only really broken grenade we're looking at. And I wouldn't even call it broken because science EMPs, but at the same time it's too effective. And it squad play wise, I mean, spawns are very quick. It's true, and you can
Out of
see
it,
how
I
much
sent you
these
a
squads
tell.
suffer when they do point holds because that Zerg, or whatever you want to call it, the force behind the Vanguard, is taking 2 to 3 minutes to get up the lattice to actually help them,
Outstanding.
and then even then when they encounter resistance they take like an extra 5 or 10 minutes, and it just takes forever. So it's more pressure on these small squads, and in turn you're getting more failures for these squads because
Killing
it's tougher.
spree.
You know, you have to fight a quicker over pop respawn.
Double kill.
You have
by
less
A.
squad options that are, you know, quick spawns.
Roger
You
that.
have to
Alpha
navigate
squad.
the mechanics of
Head
the
out
map
to
for
A
the
point.
galaxies to get your
Galaxies
guys
just flew
spawning
overhead,
quickly,
might have
and
been
when you're
dropped
doing
anywhere.
that, you're not able to facilitate maxes easily. You're gonna have to land somewhere, tell somebody to pull
Wait.
max, jump back in the
TR
the
Sun
galaxy
needs
or
A.
whatever.
TR
Hope there's
Sun needs
no
A.
liberator, you know,
Take it
hunting
out.
for liberator directives, try to farm you. Get your guys to the point. If you're not out popped too severely, hope there's no magical grenades happening on point.
Add a bat.
And then hope that the Zerg behind you is coming in to help
Yeah,
you
what's up, man?
because your ass is in the
Alright,
wind.
I sent you
on
a
C
tell
point,
if you
surrounded by
can
enemies.
do
So-
what I.
So, sorry to
Not
interrupt.
very-
We got a Solex.
I need you to
point
ban
hold
someone
page.
in your squad.
Trying to just buy time for the TR to
Yeah, they just
see
gal
what we
dropped
got.
on me.
Solex
A medic.
pick
It's
B.
very aggressive right now.
Alright.
Ran past
Alpha squad, move out to B point.
medic. Some engine him.
Sorry for my rant. Basically, it's harder on squads. That's what it
Well
is.
done,
It's
boss.
harder on them in
Got it
general.
got it banned.
So it's
No,
it's less
appreciate
rewarding,
that.
and I don't see people adopting it so easily.
High roller.
Absolutely.
We like to
You know,
keep
I think
names
they're
like that out of our
recruiting, too,
platoons.
We're not recruiting people looking for
I didn't
squad
even see
play,
the name, but
recruiting
yeah,
people.
I hate stupid
Come on,
names.
Solex.
No, they're done.
Follow
You
on.
just got flanked
You know
out. They
what-
lost a quarter of a
You know what I
squad.
think?
Oh yeah, I
think
see it
they
now.
needed
Yeah, fuck that.
Intel.
shit, dude.
Like,
Excellent.
look at how they were set up. I mean, yeah,
Yeah.
Double kill.
look at
is it,
how much
racist?
time they just bought. They just bought their team a minute and 10 and a whole lot of population shift towards B.
Lot
Well,
of population.
So with that population shift,
talking
they
about
see
us.
now
Let's
viable
Make sure that
So
C
let's,
stays under control.
the,
Get back to C. Get back to C.
people spawning.
They're not
in.
Bravo
even
Charlie
trying to
Delta,
see.
stay on C.
I think that was a good try. Solex.
Green, I needed to
you know,
ban
could use Max's
Charlie
maybe
8 from your
infiltrator. I don't know
squad,
if they
please.
had one. I'm gonna
Never
guess
mind, he
that
left.
they didn't because it looks
Yeah.
like they got flanked pretty hard.
Yeah, I'm thinking that was more of a let's buy
Yeah.
time or let's practice
Alpha
a hold
squad.
because that was pretty it was a point hold, but it was still futile, you know.
Next to B again.
You know, it's Friday night. They want to go out and have fun and
Hey Guts,
feel
you
like
ban
they're
Delta
doing amazing
5.
kill streaks or whatever, but they go out of their way, knowing they're all gonna die. You get these point holds by different outfits doing that, and that's pretty much like that's what do you want to call it? That's charity. Like that's them making sure the fight stays up for you.
I think
Sustaining
it's also
force.
especially good when you have
FPSK, come
things
on.
like Solex, fast-moving outfits that with players that don't waste time. So you know they do a point hold, doesn't work out. Well now there's a timer on
Alright,
that
man, I
lattice,
gotta go. I'm gonna go
and
play some
they
fucking
just
Fallout
within
4.
15, 20
Alright,
seconds
see
they're
you,
at
bro.
the next fight.
Thank you for
Why
being
does
my
everyone
Bravo
fall
squad
back
lead.
to
Timer Fallout
is still
4.
gonna
Oh, no.
go down.
Thanks for.
So-
I haven't started playing
I feel
yet.
like
I
whole
just bought it.
teams
But yeah,
are-
thanks for promoting me to squad lead.
Speed,
Need
man.
squad
Good
leads
like
for
3
the
months.
outfit platoon. Any
You guys keep
volunteers?
fighting a good fight. See ya.
I think that's what it is. I mean that plugs into service
I
match
don't
pretty
know
directly
if
too. You're
Randall
working
was
against the
fighting a
clock.
good fight.
You got to be fast like all the time, no matter what you're doing.
Isn't that? I
You
mean,
know,
I
it's
think
that
we're
we're
fighting
fighting
the
the
good. I don't think
Will
anyone
make
leads
you
for like
drink
12
more.
hours.
I mean,
There's
we
no
did
reason for
start
that,
at the
right?
war.
It's
We must
burdenous
be
to move
Oh,
your
yeah.
platoon that fast all the time for
We
hours
blew
and
up
hours.
some
Is
people
that
in the middle of
something you
peace
agree?
talks.
No, I agree completely.
Wait,
it's
are
it's
you talking about,
exhausting. I
like,
mean, that's like that plugs into how
The
long
lore,
are you
how
good?
this
I
happened?
just saw Valkyrie
Yeah,
drop on
yeah.
Red Ridge to pop the enemy Sunday,
No, that was
and a
not
theorem.
Vanu
No, never
that
mind.
started it at all.
I didn't say that.
Alright,
no, I
what's
think
where I
it's
live?
good
Work
That
gate?
was Vanu,
to consider
I'm
that
pretty
because
sure.
your guys get burnt out
But
and you
whatever.
get burnt out. It's
Sure it was more
exhausting
like TR and
maintaining that
C
high
getting
tempo,
to a huge
and it's
battle with each other
more
and
so.
having a
That's what I will
fight.
say.
Oh, okay, obviously
Clear
not
Clear
having
comms,
not having
clear
a fight.
You know,
comms.
he's
Still,
basically
it was the
holding the
Vanu
hopes and dreams
started
of
it.
Alright,
however many
next
people he's
person
leading in
to
the
mention
hands.
lore
They're
gets
like, lead me the
banned. I want
victory,
you
yeah.
guys
And
rallying
if he
up
doesn't
to
pan
work
out,
gate.
then he's not having a good night.
And your guys
We're
get
not going to
control
have a
that way,
debate
right?
on lore in
They don't
platoon chat.
understand the choices. Maybe there wasn't a good choice. Like they just say,
I guess
like,
not
okay, I go
everyone
here
likes
because he
lore.
told me to. And if they don't have a good experience, you know, they might
Platoon
hold
chat's
that
not the
against
place for it.
Yeah,
on
so
BS.
Gotcha.
I'm seeing TRG Gao here. He's probably leading some stuff too. I want to throw that name out there. He's definitely a good leader.
Incoming
It's
galaxy.
another Connery name you gotta adapt
Yep,
to.
slowed up galaxies
That
at the
one
work
started,
gate.
Lions
Yeah.
and TRG.
They're ground dropping back into.
He's running.
No, it's
Yeah,
definitely
I'm not too worried. There's
it's
a
tough
lot of
for
pop at
leadership too.
quartz
So
raids.
you're not really getting a lot of rewards for leadership, and you know,
So
looking
we are
back,
not
not a lot of
advancing
rewards
to
for strong
Havar
squad
tech
play
plan.
besides the effectiveness of what you're doing.
Is your KD better or worse when you're leading?
Generally, Personally, my KD is way worse because I die like half the time looking at the map.
You heard the
You
boss.
know, like
everyone
worrying about
work
stupid
it.
things or sitting on the point not paying
Load
attention.
up, load up.
That or I'm listening to somebody talk
I
too
need a
much
Delta Galaxy.
and I can't hear what's going on around me. But I'll pull a positive. It's not as good as I would like it to be.
Let's head out for platoon waypoint. See if we can help our allies take that real
I'm not
fast.
seeing many plays.
We barely got
really
loaded
happen
I think it's starting to spread
organized
out.
outfit.
You guys can
without
spawn
the gal
in.
drops, without the sexy armor column, without sort of leadership. Like,
Reminder on the side, we need
Are
plenty
we
of
supposed
medics.
to be
it is
going to the
leadership.
warp gate?
I mean, if we're just looking at
No,
this
they're
in the
hour
galaxies now.
period,
It's
Reminder,
true.
we need plenty of medics.
You're seeing a bunch of leadership all over the map. You're seeing people seeing
Oh,
things and getting them
looks like
done
they
and
lost their
consolidating
advantage.
people on the issues. The players are great. You know, you're seeing like individually, you're seeing, you know,
We'll
that
go there
engineer
anyways.
drop tank mines or that guy 5 kills in the room. But at the same time, you're not seeing. You're not gonna be
NS
seeing that
is
without
going
like that large scale
I know.
coordination and
It's
tactical
the
forethought, you could say.
NSVS outfit over there, though.
Oh yeah, tryhards.
So if you're watching this
Yeah.
and you squad
I figured
lead,
if we got
make sure
there
to
and
go out
give
there
just
and lead some
sheer
more
numbers, we
and
would be
tell
able
people
to
to lead more so that we
help
can
them.
Yeah.
keep the ball rolling for interesting times on Connery.
so
Platoon
maybe the
waypoints
problem with
updated.
Connery is a lack of leadership.
The possibility. You see a lot of misguided
There's a
people
few
here. You
mosquitoes
see a lot of
flying around.
slow-moving, you know,
Yeah, I see that.
forces. But I'm of the mind that you can train somebody to be better. You can, you know, help them along, give them information. So it is a possibility that the lack of leadership. But it is a very demanding
Galaxy
job
to
as
the right.
well,
2
especially if you're
Sundays
trying to maintain
northeast
your own
side of the
personal
tower.
Got that Sunday.
goals in Planet Side 2,
Just
the video
saw a
game.
player
Outstanding.
average 6. He just C4'd 6 guys. He's single-handedly putting pressure on the point, and he almost does it. Like, beast.
Nice.
He gets 6 kills.
Did I really just skim across the top of the galaxy with my
And
galaxy?
Lurking was in there too.
Did I really?
Not just calling
Yeah,
out
you did.
Solex. I mean, this is the point.
I killed
Any
it, though.
outfit come in here, I'm gonna call you out.
Where's this fight going right now?
Altum broadcast.
NC all over the tower.
It's gonna be good anymore. You got a good fight that I look at?
Not
I was looking at
surprised.
torch, but it's pretty stalemate.
Hey, Pink, set
This
the
could, I think
waypoint
this
where
could
you
go
want
either
my
way.
gal
There's
drop.
not a whole lot of VS on point. If TR
Platoon
push
waypoint.
or get some more
Hey, Pink,
kills,
I can handle Bravo lead. I
a
just
lot of
won't be
VS
talking.
sitting in vehicles
That's fine.
right now,
Yeah.
and not a lot of good spawns. I mean, where's the spawn? right now?
Is that
But you're seeing
Pepper?
Pepper.
the map here. You're seeing a decent flank
appreciate
going.
that.
The VS are spread out, but oftentimes I found that just 1 or 2 guys will make you feel like there's many more there.
Who's leading this flank?
Let's
Who's on
kick
this
tires
flank?
and light fires.
I'm seeing
You've
Pecker's
always.
doing.
Oh my gosh. I'm not gonna say the tag. And then we got a Merc armor piece trying to move around and get Sundays on the left flank.
Alright, let's make sure we
What
get
heroes are
Sunday's
doing this?
deployed
I'm
here.
gonna call you out. I mean, once again, it's Solex. Making plays.
Yeah, this is a full-bodied flank right here. This is nothing but the tags right here. This is definitely a squad. And that's angle of fire. That's flank right there. That's, you know, that's an open point. You secure the far side against hard spawn. They can't get in the point because they're gonna die. You buy time and you can, you know, adjust whatever's happening on the ground here and figure out your issues.
How many Solex you got on right now, Renuse?
A point.
Let me see.
$26 SP.
Enemy Sunday at platoon waypoint.
I've got around 30 people on it now.
30 people.
This is
There's hundreds of people on this map right now. Hundreds, like 200 at least. Best I counted. 30 people making a difference. Is that possible?
I'm not gonna say anything. I mean, they're doing well. They're showing up everywhere.
Nice job getting into the
It's
biolab.
definitely pointing a certain direction. But you're seeing outfits like NVS too.
Right.
And you know,
I
we saw
want the
Sexy earlier,
platoon
we
getting
saw
into
some
the
Saw, we saw
biolab
some Savage.
and see his
And they were
back
making
capped.
Smells
small
like
players.
they're-
Whoever got
the
to Sunday at
biolab,
Alpha
that's definitely
waypoint,
an
beautiful
advantage.
job.
Look at the pop.
Spawn in on that Sunday. Let's move in.
Oh my gosh.
Squad leads, get your bacon up.
Yeah, went straight for the biolab there. NVS.
It's bacon!
Alpha Squad, anchor yourselves on
Yeah,
A point.
and then,
Charlie
if
Squad
you're
on
raiding a
C
squad on a small
point.
scale here, it's all about those flanks. When you say flanks, you're thinking of like a
I
squad
think my
size
Sunday's about to
positioning.
go down.
It's not like
I'll try
individual
another
positioning.
one.
It's a whole squad. So
Can you hear me okay?
get some positioning in
Yep.
your brain. Figure out what a good
Yeah.
angle of fire is on like a spawn room or a point hold or
Delta
good, like,
Squad,
choke
move
point.
out for
Then put your whole squad there.
C
Who
point.
you
Bravo,
spot here
resecure
when
B.
a wild theorem appears. It's definitely an NSVS production.
Okay,
No,
so
and-
I
and
found
I
their
really
sunder.
think that,
It
you know,
is
Connery-
due east of A.
No, my outfit.
We got
shows
Reavers
that
all
I
over
feel like
us
they
on the south
invented that.
pad. Run in
Aaron and
fast.
Associates have invented the biolab.
No, I'm
and
talking about
Rush.
Right east
Watchtower.
of
They've
A.
got
I'll
a Sunday
get a-
pulled out Watchtower.
I'll try and get
Yeah,
Max
they
on
got a
it.
couple there, Jar Jar.
I cannot say for sure. I know that I've been doing it for quite a while, but I have not really stolen it from
Or
anyone.
Max's, whatever.
But
This doesn't matter.
it's definitely effective. I don't know how hard lock everyone else gets about it.
Charlie's allowed to attack
But
the
if you want
biolab,
to
right?
cap a biolab against overclock,
Yep, I want everyone into Biolab. No one should be at Rash. No one should be at Rash New Watchtower right now. They are back capped from both flanks.
Okay.
Just holding
When
one
I die, I'll
point,
go this way.
the population should
Sounds
change.
good. Let's make sure we get 4 medics
that
per
generator on
squad.
that point right there. These NC are
Bravo
down
Squad, move out for front of SCU area. Same with Delta.
Too,
Alpha, push for A
another
point.
thing. I always see VS really talk to each other on
Um,
command chat. That's
Bravo.
right here.
Alright, we need to resecure the shield gen room.
Okay, with TR.
Incoming galaxy.
It's a decent. Typically, it'll be like we had mentioned earlier. It's gonna be significant individuals like talking to each other in tells.
Watch out behind!
Like Al, myself, Balin, Merc guys, Patty, like whatever's going on. And if we
Again,
see
everyone at
something,
Rash
that's
New
when we
Watchtower need to come
like,
into
hey, we see a
platoon
squad just cap
waypoint.
that. We'll call each other out on leadership.
Let's
chat. Like, hey, we
focus
need some
on
support
C
over here.
point and the
Need
shield
help
gen
box
room
out
for the
any help,
moment.
TRG or Merc. That's
There's a
it's
Reaver
the
that looks like
relationship.
it's
It's not
lining
so
up
much
on
the actual
our,
command
Sunday.
chat because you get
It's directly
you
behind
get
us.
your low level trolls going in there screaming about how much they love Britney
Slide
Spears.
bolts on top of the dome.
So it has
shooting
nothing to
the,
do with
air
like
vent.
who's actually got the platoon leader tag. It's personalities within an outfit that is the power behind organization as a faction.
Definitely, I would think. I mean, there's certain individuals that just lead, people follow.
I got there.
That's what
before.
really defines an outfit.
Hey, Pink, good news. We're about to get connection again, and it's
And
mad.
I mean,
Nice.
stability wise, that's gonna play into it too. If you have an outfit that's been around forever, with a good name, reputation, then you get that good leadership there. You're gonna be good. People are gonna know you and respect you and help work off of you. For a video game.
I think this biolab's pretty well handled. Sexy's still here. They're still trying.
They did just get lattice. Why is
Yep.
there TR in the hex? What's going on here?
Oh.
Oh
Let's
my
see.
god.
Got something?
Somebody's attention whoring, I think, right
Vanguard
now.
on the
We
Sunday.
have Solex armor and Sundays deployed around the biolab at Rash.
I think we've been back capped.
It's nice.
You're correct.
So we gotta.
They have a Sunday deployed
see
right
Max
next to
out.
point though.
Max is in a great position. Oh, and it's recursion.
Oh, recursion's here.
Well, Therum's here.
Those scat maxes are so nasty inside these buildings.
Yep. Really want to know who this is. This has got to be a
They have 48 to 96.
This is
I
Rainbow
don't know if
Dash.
it's happening in pink.
Looks like.
It's a pretty
Yeah, and we have no support Sundays for Rashnu.
Yeah.
They holding the point over there?
We'll pull back.
The Rashnu watchtower?
Some brothers in Christ who's...
They got
Sunder
another
is-
Sunday
My guess is
deployed
that
on the
shield
backside
bus
of
is
A.
still straight east of A.
The shield bus is probably still there. They're
At
Just
deployed.
checked
Cloak
the
Sunday's
alloy.
not. Oh wait, I'm in wrong chat.
Yeah, Rashnu watchtower failed.
Cloak Sunday is
I
gone.
think,
Shield Sunday's probably still there.
I gotta
Headshot.
figure out some...
There's another one up north. You can see him just pouring out of it.
Spawned is the way to kill the Zerg, effectively, because you know a lot of the puppies are not going to be. Pardon my word, puppies.
There's a
They're not going to
sniper
be
that's
so
sniping
like
twice
enthralled
that I'm a little
with
sketched
the
out
next
about.
base
Let
that
me
they're
know
going to
if
stay there for that whole
encounter that.
breaking and grinding.
Maybe he's just good.
I think I got him.
Sunday's
Team
uncloaked.
fights, Renuse?
Oh, I missed the
Watchtower.
party, didn't I?
At the midfield between Tower and whatever that base of north is.
Yeah, that's against aren't getting that back anytime soon.
I'll go grab Tradar.
TI alloys and a
The
Latinum
base.
botany. could
Alright,
be
Alpha
interesting in a
Waypoint,
minute
move
here.
out.
If they go to cut the biolab.
If someone
Hey, the Sunday uncloaked.
had to
It's
broadcast, that would be nice
southwest.
to play.
What?
I got my battle goose.
No, we have a small exchange on Quartz Ridge. It doesn't look
That
like
is
there's
all.
too many
Goodbye.
Headshot.
serious
Spandex?
people over here really
No.
committed to it. It's probably just a
Who's this?
casual push.
Spandex.
Got a decent amount of air up on
Spandex
Indar
doesn't
right
even
now.
know who he is.
Weather's clear.
But
Sunny.
there's like
No, whatever is
this
defending
friend of a
West
friend that I
has done
just
so
met for like
overpopped for
2
like a
hours at a
minute or
party.
two.
She thinks that I don't know my middle name, and that I don't know whether
A lot
I'm
of good air
banned
battles
or
going
not
on
at
over
my
here.
school.
Viper K.
His name's honestly
Oh,
Spandex.
Mozzie's crashing into each other.
It is.
Outstanding.
Stuff.
Alright, bye. I
Double
might come back
kill.
to play Hearthstone and yell.
Yeah, the VS have handedly pushed.
Alright, rally up, platoon
attacking
waypoint,
force
let's
on
go.
Quartz Ridge
Platoon
with a lot of
waypoint.
armor, so we could see a potential threat on the
Armor on
Rally
the
up,
road.
platoon
PR tech
waypoint.
plant soon if they get to North Ridge or North Gate. Sorry.
Get inside and stay inside.
Hero want to spot you.
That Sunder is not going to last there by this teleportation building because they can abuse the jump pad as light assaults and just come C4 it.
Yeah.
We'll just move into Cloak Sunday
PSK
later.
making a good defense here. I mean, FPS Korea.
Let's take out that armor real
PSK
fast.
Defending West Highlands overpop for minutes and minutes and minutes. And is it because they've
Wait
done
for
well,
medics
or
to
because
revive you.
PR are sitting in their vehicles? You been checking out West Highlands?
Alright, their armor
Yeah.
is falled back.
Let's take a look at this.
Alright,
we
through
got
the
a lot of
teleporter
strong
platoon
armor
waypoint,
groups
let's
out here, a lot of
move.
prowler groups on the hills.
Platoon waypoint, telpad, move out for
I
the
think,
shield gen
oh,
room.
we got back cap going. NVS, or VS is over here on dropping on Aladdin broadcast.
Max suit
on
up.
the roof.
They have a good point hold. Looks like 2 squads
Farum
are
is
here.
with,
Keep fire on them.
They have triple secured. All of that
Shot,
PR
he's
armor
gone.
is completely useless now. That's on the road
Keep moving.
to West
Charlie
Highlands.
and Delta, get on C point.
Viper K Sunder in the tower. I think this is a great
Set-
place for a Sunder, especially
Once you get C
with
point,
Sunder.
set yourselves up in that swamp area in front of C.
Whoever put the Sunder here and
Bravo
Highlands,
squad, set yourselves up around Bravo
you know, look
waypoint
at
if you
how
can.
far the swamp
If
is.
not,
So
just hold the
they're
shield
coming
gen.
out, you know, the high ground.
Alpha squad, move out for A.
They're 76 meters away from A point.
Watch it.
Yes,
They're
I'm
inside the
approximately-
SCU.
40 meters. So, I mean, that's
They're
2
moving
times
some
better
light
than
armor
most
around
bombs.
the side.
Yeah, it's definitely a great. I think Tower Sunnies are fantastic. But at the same time, I mean, they can't get point. They're done here at West Highlands. They're wasting their time here unless they can resecure Aladium broadcast. The broadcast has maybe like half of the squad coming out of spawn room right now to challenge point. They're getting
Max
some
movement
tags
through
here,
swamp.
though.
Watch it.
See.
Alright, just
IBI, of course.
hold C point for the
Select
moment.
tags.
Hold C point
Actually,
area. Don't
quite
worry
a few
about
select
A.
tags are showing up.
Hold C and the shield gen.
It's
They're
looking
bringing
like there's a little
in
head off
max
here
suits.
between Solix and NVS and SVS right here.
Solex did a
And-
left flank before and was really effective, and you see them on the left flank again. So, I mean,
Yep.
I mean, even within
It's all about
higher
opening
level
that point.
play, there's sort of a meta, right? Like, they knew that this left flank was the weak point, and look
South
at them
side
pushing.
of C.
Grounding NSVS on point.
You're opening up more angles of fire. You know, like
Alright,
you
Alpha
if
Squad,
you're-
get ready
if
to
you're
hit
displacing
SCU.
people from cover, like there's people hiding in the corners.
Alpha and
that these
Bravo hit
flankers are now able to
SCU.
shoot at.
Charlie
That's
and
what's
Delta
happening here.
support
They
from
can't
that
sit there
swamp
to regen
area.
and shield. They can't, res their buddies. They're just displacing their cover, and that's all. That's what a flank's all about right there.
Again, Charlie and Delta, hold that swamp area in front of SCU. Alpha and Bravo. Once you got SCU, move out in front of it to get a perimeter set up.
Yep.
Superb.
Outfit move.
Definitely.
Now
I
they
mean,
bought West Highlands that much more time.
We need spawn options at the
2 minutes of
biolab,
unadulterated farm. If they get the Sunday down in the tower
Alright.
within that minute and a
Wait
half,
for revive, try that.
They won
I
the
need a
fight
couple of
effectively by
volunteers
dying
bringing
even
Sundays
on
up
that
under
point
both
ahead.
air pads. Yeah, we currently don't have any here.
This has been for pop.
The-
So
Awesome.
if you're in a vacuum,
The one by
surface
the,
match where
tele-
both teams have the same amount of people, and they've been attacking with substantial overpop and getting nothing done.
Am I the only
Is
one
that
who's
a good thing?
struggling
No,
very
I mean it should
hard
be
with
nothing but
frames
counter
right now?
players. You should see,
Superb.
flanks. You should see Sundays.
sorry.
I don't
going
think
up. You
so,
should
because
see,
I am too.
Actions or offensive actions happening. It shouldn't just be like
Yeah.
two lines
use
of people
down.
shooting at each other for 2 hours.
I mean, I know
Hold
we're
your
not
That's not gonna
ground.
get you anywhere.
Hold positions. We gotta work on
And
clearing
that's
them
all
out.
on the squad level. That's all squad play. I mean, you can get a
Whatever
platoon to
happens,
do
that
it, but
SCU shall not be
it's gonna be a
repaired.
waste of nanites. If you pull a platoon of Sundays,
Hold
you're
your
not gonna use
ground,
them
man.
all. If you pull a platoon of Maxes, you're not gonna use them all. You can't keep them up.
Look at West Highlands and see that the time that NSVS bought is literally going towards the cap point, because TR have this area. They have the point, but they can't
Yep.
cap it because of
Alright,
what
risk here C.
NSVS did.
And like
Alpha
big
and
picture,
Bravo.
Trees, in the
those two
trees.
axes have
You're
a lot of care pop.
defending
Care
SCU.
pop everyone on the map.
Charlie
by
squad,
about
move out for
5%.
B point.
It's good.
Good capture.
That's what you should be doing. You're shifting that population off of fight, and there's puppies back there who are not going to move very quickly. So you throw on that 5
There
minute
is a large
know,
mass of land vehicles
amount of
coming
time that they're going
towards
to
us.
take to get to West Highlands, and you basically bought
It's a
back.
biolab, won't
direction.
matter that much.
You bought your base back.
So what happens next, though? Siege.
Ideally, if I were
They're on
them,
the
I would
ridge
probably have
behind,
armor or
right in
pop the
between the
Sunday
two
at that
bases.
time that they bought
Oh,
and flank
what-
down.
Oh, I
the
know
others
what you're
that
talking
have
about.
attacking
They're up
West
there.
Highlands.
10 waypoint,
And then
right?
pushed it
Sunday
over
South
and broadcast again.
Alright, let's get SCU repaired and
'Cause
shield
that
gen.
would have routed them.
Sunday at South Pad.
A lot of people would have been like, "Oh
Several
well,
Sundays.
screw this, I'm out." And then
Enemy.
they already have spawns and armor at a lighting broadcast,
It
and
looks
all
like
the
they have a
friendly armor's
drop
taken
beacon
out.
up there.
Alright. Let's
That's how you
investigate
push a lattice,
platoon
so you're
waypoint first for
counter-moving,
enemy
close,
taking
Sundays.
out, you're fixing issues you see.
Platoon waypoint?
Yes.
It's not like one
Yeah, they got a cloak
Scout
Sunday
drop
at platoon
or
waypoint
one
we need to take
armor
out.
push
There are 2 other Sun
sometimes,
platforms.
but there's a lot more you can
Can
do.
we get a motion beacon up here? Motion swap.
Got a little tiny point hold going over here at
TI.
TI.
Platoon
Judging
waypoint.
by the sounds of it, so
TRG tags here.
Who's doing these?
TRG on point
Yeah,
with only a
gone.
few people. But they got flanked out in the back by...
Oh, I was talking about physically
course you
inside
see a
the
Solex
bio
tag
lab,
here.
not on the path.
That's caffeine. TRG.
Yep.
We should push Rash New Cavern and then.
And you're seeing the same kind of players too. I'm not calling out names exactly, but
Unless you want
They have a
to.
Sunday back
Unless
there.
you want to
you're,
touch their
you're
warp
seeing the
gate.
same kind of players over
We
here.
could go for
in
the
these
warp
fights.
gate.
So what's the plan?
I just
You
figured
could
we
even
could
argue
get
that that's
Rush
like
Mesa,
the end game. I mean, this
Yeah.
is what
then we can
people
cut them off nicely. At
Alright.
Crimson.
do when they know what's going on.
Alpha
They
and
come to these
Bravo
small
squad,
fights
you're
and these
going
things and they
to
fix them.
Rash News Southern. There's 2
these
enemy
decent fights
Sundays
you can
at
make
Bravo
calls.
waypoint. Charlie and Delta,
What
you're
makes a
going to
decent
Rash
fight,
New
you know? Is
Cavern.
it like,
All
gotta
waypoints
get all
are
the kills
updated.
and put yourself in a good situation, or is it just
Guy advised
a
against the jump
relatively
pad that
fair
brings them
fight where
right
you
next to
have
the spawn
breathing
room.
to make a play?
It's hands
up,
down
Happy?
breathing room to make a play. I mean,
B point in the
it's what you
biolab.
want
Need help.
ideally. Even like dropping into a fight where you're
Hold
out
on.
popped, if you can even it out with your population, that'll make it a
Alright,
better
Green,
fight.
use your squad secure the biolab.
And of course, you know you're probably gonna hit the hardware sooner or later.
I got him back
Issues
capped
if it's
at,
like a 96 plus versus 96 plus, and there's just so much death flying through the air and so much shit on the ground that you can't really see what's going on.
He's a player nerf bat. I think he has a very high KD. You know, like I see him or call too
B's
much.
cleaned up.
Our stat tracker was up. So, the
Superb.
sad part is
Charlie
they're
Delta,
pretty
now that
strong
biolab is
by,
secure, move to cavern.
TR. They just
That one
I
max
have
killed
a
it,
Sunday set up right
Yep.
outside the cavern.
and it's it's not even.
DBVS. I mean, DBVS was a huge part in just getting to backdoor this hold. So, the nerf bat, 8 kills. Good job to him.
TRG is still trying. They're still going. I mean, that's the fight right there. But they're getting wiped out every time they come in, and they've lost the building completely now. So I don't think they're gonna get in easily without some sort of crash. They have no close
Damn it,
spawn.
they're still on the ridge behind
That's
us.
it right there.
I think it's done.
Yeah, that's done.
So, Renuse, we got about 5 minutes left on the broadcast. What do we recruit for that? How does a person that wants to be an outfit like that go about creating natural combined arms?
Well, you let
Yeah,
it
Max
happen.
is-
I mean, every fight is a combined arm fight, and most of the stuff we saw today. I mean, even I don't want to, keep it on that topic. but
Charlie
a lot
Delta,
of
bring
things
some
that were
AV,
successful when
expect heavy
squads hit
resistance. We got a Sunday in
areas
here that we
were
needed to
squad
kill.
assets like Valkyries or Galaxies, and as long as they kept them up, they had a decent amount of combined arms effect on the outside of the building, and then they had a good point
Alpha
over
Bravo,
inside.
don't wander too far
And,
from me.
that's basically you play into the ace thing. If you have an ace tanker, be like, hey, I
Where
need,
is
I need a good
Charlie
tanker to
and
go
Delta
take out
squad?
some
It's supposed to be at
Sunnies. I need a
Regiment
good
Cavern.
pilot to, get rid of this guy in the air.
Good shot.
I need a good this and that. And you
Creating heavy
basically just
resistance.
foster,
They're still on
in my
the
opinion, you
cliffs.
foster that kind of acceptance of vehicles and,
So-
maxes.
What about players that just want
They have
to
a
do one
shield
thing?
Sunday on A at Rash New Cavern.
Well, I mean, they're only going to fit in one slot.
Okay.
You're not going to be able to.
Alright, just a
adapt,
heads up, Charlie
really,
and Delta,
all
they
these
got
fights,
a
nothing
shield
but adapting.
Sunday
You're getting
on a
vehicles
point.
pushing onto point with Fury buses. I mean, you're gonna have to adapt to that.
Heads up,
Or
Charlie
you're
and
gonna
Delta is supposed
sit
to actually be
and
a
point
cavern in
and
the first
get farmed by
place.
grenades. One specialty is good, but you should definitely make sure you have
There's a few people in the
competency at
platoon
least
that
in other
are
departments.
a few thousand
And
meters
you
away.
can plug that into squad play too.
Give
You have
you
a
about
balanced
30
squad,
seconds to
you
get
have
to
balanced play. You have a few
the
good
area
infantry
where
players,
we are at.
a few good tankers, a few good air guys,
Excellent.
because they have fun doing it and they like doing it, and then they know what to do
Who's
in a
Delta
fight
Lee right
like
now?
that. You're like, okay, Alpha Squad, let's go over there, and then they just start doing it. They pull a tank to get the Sunday.
Superb.
They pull an aircraft to fight that ace they've always fought before, or they're on the ground fighting, their favorite infantry player on the other end. They're most hated in most cases.
Killing spree.
Who's got this fight? I mean, this is an XPIV supported event, and it's a grab a pass, and I think this is excellent play by XPIV.
It looks like
If
they have
can
an
hold on to
engineer or
this,
two behind it repairing it. We're gonna need
just
some more
using
fire.
NG turrets. Had a crap load of NG turrets.
Alright. From the looks of things,
Yeah,
we're gonna have
50
to
fight-
head out to the
50
TR
fight in the front
front.
north.
They're moving a lot of
Yeah,
bodies
overall, I
in
mean, tonight,
after
leadership squad play. That's pretty much the name of the
to
game
end
right
our
there.
comm array.
Take advantage of the opportunity when you get to
Looks
fight
like they're
somebody else that's
moving
running
in
a
a
squad.
couple
I mean,
platoons.
You have a
wise
nice
up
rest
and
of
counter
your
them
evening.
and play to beat them.
Got this Havar in this Havar North. We have a Solek Sunday deployed right outside the point.
Take
Just
Valley
deploy
Forge,
shield
we get
and all,
1 point
just
for Vanu.
nasty. That puts them at like a 5 feet walk.
That's true.
Mm-hmm.
I agree with everything you said. I think about leadership and discipline. People just
Be honest
don't
with
wanna
you,
go
though.
there sometimes.
Yeah,
That's the
and
third time we
honestly,
went. and
it's daunting. If you have a squad that's not
located the
effective, I
NC.
mean, the squad is the weapon of the squad leader. If he can't get his people to do something, then he's not going to be a good leader, because he's not going to be leading anyone to victory. So his squad has to listen to him, and then
It's Riley up
has
at the
to
warp
respect
gate.
the squad. And it works both ways.
Galaxies or no?
Yep,
Can't have a good
Galaxies.
squad
Those of you
without
still
just-
in the Rashnu
Even if you
area,
have the right
this is
play,
your
so
1 minute warning.
something interesting is like the sexy
Make sure we're
thing, right?
loading
Like,
up
you
in
saw them
Galaxies
doing
here at the
very
warp gate.
organized stuff. You saw them making a difference on the map, but they're not an elite fit, right? Like they have open standards. They will take anyone. Am I to understand that? Do you know much about sexy?
I think there's some casual cuts, like
Yeah,
that thing is nasty.
I apologize about the
Yeah,
camera.
I was happy.
This is the first time I've had
Alright,
this
so-
tool, and Red